The Clinical Data Acquisition Standards Harmonization, or CDASH standard, is CDISC's foundational standard for collecting clinical research data. It can provide much of the information needed to create the case report forms, or CRFs, for a study. As described in the video titled "What are CDASH and the CDASH model?", CDASH consists of a model and an implementation guide, or IG, with a set of metadata tables. Here, we will explore the IG and metadata tables. The CDASH IG describes how to implement the CDASH model to collect data in clinical research and includes a mix of theoretical and practical information. The accompanying metadata tables contain the technical details about the collected data and their associated characteristics. The CDASH IG organizes data into the same 3 general observation classes as the CDASH model: interventions, events, and findings. Each class contains domains, which are collections of questions that tell us about a central topic question. Each domain includes a description or overview, a specification or metadata table, implementation assumptions, and a CRF example. The specification tables feature the same structure for all observation classes. They include the observation class, the 2-letter domain abbreviation, and a sorting order number. These are followed by the variable name, label, and definition. Then come the question text and prompt, the data type of character or numeric, and the core designation, which indicates if the variable is highly recommended for inclusion of the CRF, is recommended based on some condition, or is optional. Draft CRF completion instructions follow, along with the target SDTM variable and mapping instructions, controlled terminology, and implementation notes. Examples of interventions domains include concomitant medications, study treatments, and procedures. Their questions include the name of the intervention, the start and end dates, and may include information about the dosage, treatment frequency, and formulation. Examples of events domains include adverse events, clinical events, and medical history conditions. Questions asked about event domains would include the name of the event, the start and end dates, and perhaps items such as the severity and outcome. Findings domains include test, measurements, and evaluations, such as vital signs, lab test results, and questionnaires. Questions about findings domains could include the name of the test being performed, the date it was performed, or the sample that was collected, the result, and the unit. The CDASH IG contains additional study implementation information and provides recommendations for processes for developing CRFs, best practices for CRF design, and data collection. It also discusses the importance of controlled terminology, including standardized coding of collected data. Some specific topics are included, such as representing, collecting, and converting dates, as well as handling relative timing, such as when one event is defined as occurring before or after another event. There are also many examples of CRFs that may prove useful. There are many domains defined in the IG, but many studies will need other data that is not yet part of the IG. For these cases, the IG contains a section on how to create new CDASH conformant variables and domains. Finally, there is a section that discusses conformance rules, explaining how to determine whether an implementation is CDASH conformant. In this video, we have reviewed the CDASH IG, which contains a wealth of information about implementing CDASH in clinical research, from best practice recommendations to how to create new objects to specific metadata describing domains and variables. If you are interested in learning more, please view the other videos in the CDISC primer and visit the CDISC website for updates and educational events.